the desert of the real.
Yeah, thanks, Morpheus.
Thanks, Morpheus.
Thanks, Lawrence.
Morpheus.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
He's alright.
It's nice of him to come in here every week and do that for us.
Morphe.
Oh, Morphe.
So
yeah, welcome to the Desert of the Real. Season 1, Ep 1. It's going to be a weekly podcast. We'll be loosely following a theme each week. If you're wondering how loosely, one of us has ADD and the other one is on the spectrum. So one of us can be distracted by a picture of a duck. The other one doesn't give a fuck if you're bored or confused.
doesn't bother me. I'm a beacon of tranquility.
And speaking of that, that's this week's topic is going to loosely be autism and the having thereof. And speaking of which, the first thing we want to do is play Dan's old smash hit comedy single.
It's difficult almost to be reminded of it.
Yeah.
Like when you bring it up now.
But it was a huge success for you. One of the biggest selling comedy singles in Australian history.
It's the type of success that like haunts you.
It haunts you to this day.
Yeah, it's like you've seen God, and now you're back.
Now you're back chatting to just bus drivers.
And your Opal card gets rejected.
It's like an astronaut coming back from the moon.
And then
what do you do?
Yeah, it's like an astronaut coming.
And then you go and you're trying to play tennis with your friend, and your friend is telling you about something that happened with him and his wife. And you just think in the back of your head, I've been to the fucking moon.
Yeah, you're just constantly thinking this is no moon.
I don't care about you and Shelley.
Well, that's why I reverted to alcoholism.
Yeah, after
the
this.
success. Yeah, so I compare it to Buzz Aldrin.
You're like Buzz.
I was like Buzz, yeah, because I was the second.
Yeah,
to get to that level.
Because first you had, your Australianas.
Yeah, I was not the first to land on the moon.
Yeah, had your
platinum
shut up your faces.
Yeah, I mean, really,
I
probably wasn't even Buzz Aldrin. I was like the 11th guy to step on the moon.
Tom Hanks's character in Apollo 13.
I'd say go and buy tickets to my next show, but it'll be an open mic. So you can just show up.
But you might get to hear your old comedy single. You might be autistic. Yeah. We're going to have a listen to it now. So this was recorded on one of your arena tours?
This was the arena, this was almost like the encore. Like they wanted me back.
You would save the hit single for the end.
Well, Ticket Tech was getting inundated with calls saying, when is that Salt of the Earth Space Cadet coming back to town?
Dan, the Salt of the Earth Space Cadet Wrath.
That was my stage name.
Yeah.
Salt of the Earth Space Cadet.
Yeah, people loved it. All right, anyway, let's have a listen. So this is the hit single, You Might Be Autistic.
What about things like, if you've ever
screamed because there's a non-prime number of people in the queue at the post office?
You might be
autistic.
If you've ever
seen a shark at the beach and kept it a secret?
You might be
autistic.
If your dad walks you to school because
you hate the way the S in the bus stop sign smells?
You might be
autistic.
If someone asks to see your ID and you
bite their neck?
You might be
autistic.
If you've ever had to haul a can of paint to the top of a water tower
to try to paint Euclidean fractals to mirror celestial bodies?
You might be
autistic.
If your dog and your wallet
mean the same to you emotionally?
You might be
autistic.
If every day somebody comes to your door
With a sack of irrational numerals.
you might be.
And autistic.
If you've ever
Witnessed an amputation and then finished your sandwich.
you might be.
Autistic.
If you've ever
Seen an old woman get eviscerated by a turbine engine, and as the chunks of flesh hit the ground, you yell 82, 82, 82. 246 in total.
guilty. You got him. You might just be.
Autistic.
Wow, there it is.
Brings a tear to the eye.
That makes you remember the days.
It just when you kill that hard, it can almost be hard to deal with that much happiness.
You've created a mountain which you can now only go down.
I can only look at photographs of it,
Yeah.
which is what you've just shown me.
An audio photograph.
An audio photograph for the mind. And I can't kill that hard at a sign-up night when there's only 3 or 4 people in the crowd and it's 11 p.m.
No, you would basically have to make those people break their sternums.
Which I would like them to do, just so I could feel something from that olden day.
Yeah.
You know, just a little bit of a memory from back then. Would be, because also, like, I was in that arena. I was getting the feeling of doing like high grade heroin, like purified. You know, like made in a lab, just designed to really optimize that ecstasy. Now I do these sign up nights. It's like having half a tab of Panadol.
Yeah.
It does nothing. You know, the other comedians ostracize you too, because when you've had platinum success,
Yeah.
you're seen as a bit. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, here he comes.
You've put a target right on.
Because I wear my merch.
Yeah.
To shows and try and sell
You
it.
wear the hats.
Like in the men's hostel that I live in, I sleep on a pile of salt of the earth Space Cadet shirts.
Oh yeah. Well, it's better than the mattresses they have at those
And I had a very broad appeal for someone who was, you know, I appealed to the working class.
Yeah. You had a lot of blue collar fans.
Yeah, because a lot of them.
Sometimes if you walk past a job site these days, you'll still have people yelling out, "Oi, you might be autistic."
Yeah, well, they're the true fans, and I mean, unfortunately, they don't really have enough interest to fund my career
cash flow
or cash flow to really bring me back.
But it is good going down to those sign up nights and telling young kids how it's done.
Yeah, well,
That does make you feel good, right?
well, when they're trying to do some weird stuff,
Yeah, if they're trying to do some strange stuff.
and you know that it's just not going to appeal to the soul of the earth demographic that you should target.
Yeah. It's good. It helps them a lot if you just go in and tell them that they're not ever going to get anywhere doing the stuff they're doing
That's what I say.
and that they should change.
Yeah, I feel like it's the only way I'll get out of being a pariah is if I mentor. the new generation.
Yeah. People like being told that stuff.
I think being talked down to is sort of a privilege,
Yeah.
because you're getting talked down to from someone who's had it all and is now ensconced in bitterness and debt.
Yeah.
I think I have a unique perspective.
And you can say to them, look, you can either keep scooting along how you are now and just stay in the middle, be nothing and experience nothing, or you can shoot to the moon like I did, come careening back down to Earth, through the surface of the Earth down towards where the fossilized plants are.
Right down.
And then you will have experienced everything.
You'll have experienced a broad spectrum.
Yeah.
To the sky's limits, to rock bottom. And if you are going to do that, a little bit of advice, wear a helmet.
Because the Earth's atmosphere will get you.
And by Earth's atmosphere, I mean increasing alienation from your peers in society.
Which is, in a way, the hottest flame you can face.
It's hotter than a flame because it's social in nature. And even bonobos who experience ostracism have an immune system that is more than compromised. I get the flu all the time because I don't have a social network.
No.
No one brings me chicken soup when I get.
Not having friends is like not having antibodies.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the desert of the real. Welcome, desert. Real.
Real is brought to you by Hackspace, a safe space for hackers. Man.
It'd be good to get Boating Camping Fishing as an official sponsor. I got a phone call from them. They said, we want you to be the voice of BCF. And I was like, Brisbane Comedy Festival? And put me down for a hard yes. And no, then they were like, yeah, Boating Camping Fishing.
Are you joking right now?
No.
Are you for real?
Yeah. Yeah,
They wanted you to do an ad?
They wanted me to be the voice of radio of Boating Camping.
Really?
So I'd be like the radio rep.
Would you have to do like a jingle?
Yeah, I would be like, come and get your boat.
Boating, camping, fishing.
Camping.
I know what blokes are wishing.
Yeah, they thought this guy knows what blokes are into. He's fucking Euro, fucking...
These guys have their ear far from the ground.
Yeah.
What? But so did you take it?
Yeah. I was like, you know, when you want to do something so bad, you don't even ask how much because you know it's going to be some. Well, no, I to be honest, I wanted the exposure.
We'll give you 2 koi.
Is that a fish?
Yeah, that's a fish.
See, you would be better equipped.
Already.
Yeah.
And I'm nowhere near the guy they should be getting.
I like eating fish and chips, but that's not really a foot in the door.
Yeah. Have you ever camped?
I've camped only against my own will.
Yeah.
And I've boated to great distress.
Yeah. Do you get seasick?
Yeah, violently seasick.
Every time I camp, I shit my pants.
Every time I camp, I hold in the shit. Like I went on a canoeing trip for 12 days. I held a shit in for like 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the power of shame.
That's how much you hate the Australian way of life.
I can't shit in a hole. That's a fair dinkum activity.
Canoeing.
To build a hole and shit in.
Oh, to actually shit in
and
the
canoeing as well. Yeah, unless...
This is an outdoors podcast.
yeah. For outdoors men who are on the spectrum.
Yeah. Autistic camping.
Yeah.
So wait, did you do it?
I said yes. How much is it? They're like, I think they said like $800 or something, which I believe is a rip-off for me.
That is a rip-off.
That's a rip-off for them if they know who I really am.
But it's also everybody's getting ripped off in that situation.
Yeah.
You should be getting paid more, and you shouldn't be getting paid anything.
Yeah. They've fucked up because they haven't done their research.
Yeah.
Maybe they just heard me yell cunt at someone.
Probably.
And we're like, this guy.
I know, this guy's on the level.
He's bush ready.
Real.
Have you ever done a corporate gig?
Yeah, I haven't. I have not done a proper corporate gig.
No, me neither.
You've never done one?
No.
But your stuff appeals to oligarchs.
Yeah. My main demographic is the 1%.
Who own companies. And I think they book the corporates, the CEOs. They book the entertainment.
You reckon?
No. I can't imagine like the CEO just...
No, I think it's like Deborah from marketing or something.
That's a great name for it. I'm sure it is always Deborah.
Yeah,
or Linda.
Yeah. Even if Deborah's terrible at booking stuff. But that's why they end up with things like comedians and stuff like that.
Yeah, what happens is they see someone on stage at a club where it's all comedy. It's a comedy club.
Yeah.
And everything's been warmed up for comedy.
That's where they see it in the place where it's supposed to happen.
They see it in the place where it's supposed to happen and go, I wonder if this could happen in a place where it can't happen.
Yeah. Like, oh, this works here. let's see if it'll work somewhere where it's literally impossible.
Yeah, because then we'll truly see if it can work
Yeah,
in
yeah.
impossible conditions.
Oh, this works in front of people who decided to go out and see comedy. I bet you it'll also work in front of people who hate their job
Yeah.
and don't want to go to a Christmas party.
If this works at Happy Endings Comedy Club, then surely it would work on a long haul fishing vessel
Surely
with
it'll
no microphone.
Yeah. Surely it'll work in the middle of our electrical wholesaler's shop, right after some strippers.
Yeah. If it works after it's carefully been, the room's been carefully warmed up by an MC and the whole environment of a comedy club.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Then it'll work after Dave has done a raffle and everybody's thrown bits of paper at him because he's the office beta.
If it works in a professional comedy club, then surely it'll work after Peter does a eulogy. Which I've heard happens. That happens a lot, apparently. Like, someone will get up before the comedian and go, yeah, I lost my family in a car fire.
At a Christmas party?
Yeah. No, at a corporate.
Really?
But if we're talking Christmas party, then I would say keep the eulogy separate. Keep that for your corporates, for your other corporates.
Yeah. That's more like the Easter party.
Yeah.
No, wait, Easter's about rebirth.
Right, not death. Which is what they do before they bring their comedian on. So it's like following 5 minutes of silence and shit. So people are crying and shit. I've heard
Sounds
a lot
like
of stories
going on after me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, exactly.
Honk. Oh, but wait, Easter is also when Jesus died, right?
I just remembered that. It's a two-parter.
Yeah.
The death and the birth.
I forget about the death.
Yeah, it's like the death part.
Yeah. Wow, that's like that's the somber bit.
The crucifixion.
Yeah. So I don't like the bit in Paranoid Android where it goes all fucking whiny and stuff. I just like the bit at the end when the guitar kicks back in.
Have you been offered to do a corporate?
Yeah, like a couple of times, but it's not like I turned it down. It just didn't happen, or
Yeah.
They
They kind of asked you about something?
Yeah. There's been a bunch of times I've been asked about stuff, but I've never chased it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't chase. I got one offered in Newcastle. I did this gig at like a really good room, and it was like packed, and it was a proper comedy night. And then afterwards, this couple came up to me and they were like, "Yeah, we loved it. We want you to MC a corporate luncheon for a truckers convention."
Right.
And I was like, "What?" And it's like, "Yeah, these people that drive trucks all around the regions.
Wow.
They're going to get together for the annual truckers convention, and we thought you could MC it."
You get offered like boating, camping, fishing, truckers,
Yeah.
shooters convention.
Yeah.
Does anyone listen to you?
Yeah, we want you to do a corporate luncheon for the concreters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard
I-
you up there talking about calculus and Euclidean fractions for 15 minutes. And I can see that you are every man.
And you have a mental condition, is that correct?
Yeah. You
You'd be
have
perfect.
a blue collar appeal.
You're what a bricky labourer really wants to listen to. A bricky's labourer.
Yeah.
A labourer works under a bricky.
Have you ever been offered one by like a suitable company?
I got offered a Christmas corporate
Yeah.
from a company called Vector Aerospace,
Vector, yeah.
which they said that sounds more up my alley.
Yeah, that sounds more Dan Rath.
Yeah, at least someone was listening.
Yeah. Did you do that one?
Well, that got to email level.
Really?
Yeah, that was an email. So I
That
thought
went beyond conversation.
that went beyond drunken
Yeah, beyond mumbling chit chat after the gig.
to emails that started with "Dear Jonathan." Sounds delightful.
Yeah,
Lock
right.
me in! Exclamation mark.
But you didn't do it?
No. Well, I followed up on it, and it was kind of like the boating, camping, fishing thing. It didn't eventuate because he sent me an email saying that they had gone with someone else.
Really?
They went with a bunny boiler guy.
Bunny, like from Balls of Steel.
Yeah, like they tempt the people in the office.
Like
but this guy was a dude.
Oh, like not a... Wait, because the sketch in that is that she'll like walk up to people's boyfriends and flirt with them.
Yeah, in front of their girlfriends.
And there's a hidden camera.
Yeah.
But this is a dude doing this.
This is like a dude that would walk around the office.
You got
tempting
bumped
men.
for this.
I got bumped for this guy. I actually have the email here.
Really?
Yeah, from the guy. So I'm doing the follow up. And I go, hi, Nick, I was just wondering what the goal was for the Christmas party. And he goes, hey, mate, the boring stiffs on the social committee hired some kook called Bobby Dazzler.
The boring stiffs.
Yeah.
I don't think they sound like boring stiffs if they're hiring like some dude in a diamond G-string or something.
yeah. They sound, yeah, I mean...
The starch bags up in the accounts have gotten this guy who wears a leopard print mankini.
Really, the stiffs upstairs, eh?
Sorry, they're all Mormons.
Yeah, they want to go with a purple mankini. They want him to, yeah, I know. It's outrageous.
So this guy would just go around the office.
Yeah, he goes Bobby Dazzler, and he goes basically his bit involves walking around the party making awkward sexual advances for the amusement of people who still think gays are a sideshow.
But that is piss funny to a bunch of like Aussie office workers.
Yeah,
middle-aged like Land Rover drivers.
Yeah, they still think, mate, is he gay?
Mate, look what he's doing to Stuart.
He's making Stuart feel all uncomfortable.
Your face is so red.
Stuart, you fucking love it, mate. Yeah. Look at his ass.
And Stuart, there's no path for Stuart to take. Like if he gets into it and pretends like he's going with it, they're like, he loves it. And if he's like trying to stop him, he's just like, I think Stewie doth protest too much.
yeah. It's a no-win situation.
Yeah.
In fact, the more like alpha the dude, the more he'd probably go with it.
Yeah.
Because he'd be like, I'm cool with it. Yeah, doing the dance with the Bobby Dazzler.
Yeah. I'm comfortable with my sexuality.
Comfortable enough to go off into a closet with Bobby Dazzler for a bit of sneaky pie.
He takes it too far. If showing that I'm this comfortable makes me this much of an alpha, imagine how much fucking him will be.
yeah. That'll be enough credit.
It would be great if this guy did break up an office marriage.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic.
Like if Bobby Dazzler was a known like homebreaker or whatever they call it.
Yeah. If Bobby Dazzler was that good.
Like he dazzled them so much.
Yeah. He dazzled Phil out of his marriage. And they're like, fuck, we should have gone with that autistic comedian, man.
This never would have happened.
Yeah.
Philip would be here.
He just would have ruined the night.
Now he's moved.
Not the CEO's fucking household.
He's moved to Budrum with the Bobby Dazzler. Living in a retirement village.
He's only 34.
He's settled down with Bobby Dazzler. Like Bobby Dazzler quits.
Yeah.
Quits dazzling.
They were so sure about it, they moved straight into a retirement.
It's like, we're done. Like, we don't need to do anything.
Yeah, this is us.
Welcome, desert, real. Welcome, desert, real. Welcome, desert, real.
All right, we've come to that time in the show. It's time for autism quiz.
Quotient.
The
Q is for quotient.
The Q in AQ is for quotient.
Yes.
All right. It seems to me like it should be for quiz autism quiz.
That sounds like a board game or something. You know? It's like that sounds like a fun activity that the whole family can get involved in.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a quiz sounds like a bunch of people can get involved.
Yeah, a quotient is...
Clinical.
Yeah.
A
quotient is an amount.
Yeah.
So we're looking to see how autistic someone is.
Yeah.
Right.
If you love quotients too much,
yeah.
your AQ goes up.
If you're the kind of person that calls quizzes quotients,
Yeah.
that's probably the first question.
If you say you're going down...
Do you think this is a quiz or a quotient?
That'd be a good first question.
Yeah.
Because you don't go to your local watering hole to take a trivia quotient.
We won $400 on the quotient.
The trivia quotient.
yeah.
They asked me how many matches there were. I said 43. What do you think?
They asked me to write out the chemical symbol for nitrogen.
Easy.
Easy, bro.
Mama sold the space cadet.
Yeah, that's what my friends call me.
I'm thoroughly grounded, but my head's in the fucking clouds. Thinking about primes.
Get your head out of the game and into the clouds, mate.
That's what they said at your meteorology job.
Yeah. Because I was always playing Snake on my phone. They said, get your head out of the game and into the clouds.
But what happened when you were working at EB Games?
Oh, they used to say, Eric, get your head out of the clouds and into the game.
Yeah. Yeah, they opposite
Oh, man.
things, but still the same kind of...
It's crazy that I worked at those two exact places as well.
Yeah, because they're like inversions of each other.
Yeah. But that's just crazy life.
Life is often involves inversions.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Especially if you live your life in a way so that you can get mediocre jokes out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you did both those jobs to get that joke. Like,
It took
you'd already
4.5
written the joke,
years, yeah.
but you just didn't want to say it unless it was true.
I can't.
You can't say stuff that isn't absolutely true.
No, I'm loyal to the soil. I'm like so real. All right, we'll do the test, eh?
Yeah.
Because we're going to do this because you've never had an official diagnosis of autism, right?
I've had casual accusations
Right.
from colleagues.
Colleagues.
And
Do
acquaintances.
you mean people driving past you?
Yeah, I call fellow motorists colleagues.
You've had like passenger seat diagnoses.
Mostly from guys in utes.
Yeah.
They seem to have a clinical toolkit.
Mostly from guys in the tray.
Why are you driving your Prius backwards, you autistic fuckwit?
Yeah. Why aren't you allowed in the front of the ute?
Oh, yeah. My other car is a boat sticker on the back of your ute. That's my natural enemy. If your other car is a boat, we ain't going to get along.
No. If you go anywhere near the water,
Yeah, absolutely.
autistic people can't go near salt water, can
But
they?
also, your other car is a car.
Yeah, totally.
Like, if you've got another car, it's a car, not a boat.
It's a very not autistic phrase, is it?
No.
It's taken too many
Yeah.
liberties with meaning and language.
It's either a metaphor or a simile, or it's like speaking Japanese to me. It's another language that you neurotypicals.
Yeah, it's a very neurotypical sentence. Do you reckon
car is a boat, mate.
that is just neuro-fucking-typical,
What
isn't
if
it?
you were a salt-of-the-earth bloke with autism, so you just had a bumper sticker that said, "My other car is a car"?
Yeah, you
My
still...
other car's a car. It's a car.
My other car weighs 1.42 metric tons, which is divisible by 8. You're salt of the earth enough to still enjoy having bumper stickers.
And driving like Land Rovers and stuff.
Yeah.
You've got a rugged autism.
He's got a rugged, sun-bleached autism, this guy.
Sheepskin jacket.
Yeah.
Great Australian Basin.
Yeah.
Fair dinkum.
Mate, I'll tell you how many ciggies fell on the ground, bro. None, because I've never dropped a single fucking smoke.
That's not a knife. It's how many knives are in the restaurant. There's 58. There's 58.
That's not a knife. It's 247 knives. I can tell from the sound of the drawer closing.
Fuck, I love the smell of the colour blue in the morning.
Do you reckon neurotypical could ever be turned around and used as an insult in the way that, like, minority groups will, like, claim a slur word?
Oh, like, is that like calling someone a cracker?
Like, yeah, like if
an
somebody was like, oh yeah, I went to this party last night and I just listened to a bunch of guys and was interested in what they said, and you were like, that's fucking neurotypical, man.
That neurotypical bullshit.
Yeah.
Interesting stories, rapport, icon.
Yeah. He was probably making some fucking emotional connections, this neurotypical prick.
Wearing a V-neck.
It'd be good if you could get a catchphrase going that was just neuro-fucking-typical.
That'd go well as a bumper sticker on the back of that car.
Yeah.
Well, isn't this just neuro-fucking-typical?
Yeah, you're just sitting at a dinner party and then everyone's just discussing the renovations on their house. This is neuro-fucking-typical, isn't it?
Isn't this neuro-fucking-typical?
Yeah.
Doing renos.
Not one person has screamed into their wine bottle.
Watching the block every day religiously with the missus and a bottle of red.
Oh, neuro-fucking-typical, bro.
Did you crack open a bottle of red to do your tax return with your missus? Neuro-fucking-typical, mate.
Yeah, I was hanging out with a bunch of typicals the other day. Yeah. Guess what happened? Nothing. Never does.
You got to come to the psych ward, see what we're up to.
Yeah. All right, we'll do the test. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the official autism test or quotient.
It's official as hell.
Yeah. So we're gonna see if you officially have autism. Yeah.
Or am I neuro fucking
Man,
typical?
what are you gonna do if you find out you're neurotypical?
I'll actually be quite relieved.
All the joy of giving them shit will instantly evaporate.
Well, that's a small pleasure for a lifetime of pain.
All right, question 1. Do you take particular notice of number plates?
3 numbers is not enough to grab my attention.
Right.
It has to be at least 63 numbers
Before you're even going to look at it.
It's just, there's no point me looking at 3 numbers. It's like, don't serve rabbit food to an elephant and ask if he's full.
Right.
Like, I want the main meal.
So 3 numbers don't do anything for you.
It's horseplay.
And you do not take any particular notice of number plates. All right. Question 2. Are you particularly intrigued by dates? How about I'll throw one at you and see if it holds any particular interest to you. What about April the 8th? Does that do anything for you?
No, not April 8th. April 8th will be a Tuesday 14 times in the next century.
Right.
But that's not, nothing to write home about.
Right. So that doesn't interest you in particular.
It's not divisible by 3, so no.
Okay. Question 3. Do you ever notice small sounds that others don't?
I wear noise-cancelling headphones most of the time.
Okay.
With a therapeutic neuromodulating tone.
All right. So no, you don't notice any small sounds. Question 4. In social situations, do you often lose track of conversational threads?
Well, I record all the conversations I have with a dictaphone.
Right.
And I take them home and remove all the words that start with vowels.
Okay. You put them into like an audio engineering program.
Yeah, I've recorded every conversation I've had for the last decade.
Okay. So you wouldn't say that you lose track of conversational threads at all then?
Absolutely not. I'm recording this conversation as we speak.
Okay. So question 5. Would you rather go to a library or a party?
I'd rather go to a party.
Really?
Yeah.
Party.
If one of the books in the library is in the wrong segment of the Dewey Decimal System, I have a seizure.
Okay. Alright, so you definitely would rather go to a party.
They're safer for the electrical neural grooves in my mind.
Okay. Question 6. Are you often the last to understand the point of a joke?
I understand the point of a joke.
Yeah?
It's to release endorphins in the ventromedial prefrontal cortex and calm the amygdala.
Right.
That's the part of the brain that processes fear.
Yeah. So it's like, it's fun. It's fun to have a laugh.
It is a fascinating neurochemical event.
Right. When I read a story, I find it easy to imagine what the characters look like.
Yes, I find that easy. I read Matilda by Roald Dahl, and I saw everyone in that as a black cube.
Okay. Easy to imagine characters. Alright, question 8. Do new situations make you anxious?
Well, I rarely experience any emotion above a dull hum.
So new situations don't make you anxious?
It's not an emotion that's neurochemically available to me.
Okay, so no. And the final question, do you find it easy to do more than one thing at once?
Recently I was at my brother's funeral,
Right.
and as I was delivering the eulogy, I was thinking about the chemical composition of boron.
Right.
And when I got home, I checked the wallpaper in my room, and my memory was correct.
You have the chemical composition of boron as your wallpaper.
I have it in the wallpaper of my room and also in the wallpaper of my frontal cortex,
Right.
which is my memory, where my memories are.
And you found it quite easy to do both those things at once?
I found it exceptionally necessary
Right.
and
okay.
entertaining.
That's the end of the test. Let me just count these up. The no's and the yeses. We got no. Yeah, man. I'm calculating it up here. It says here you don't have autism at all.
No autism?
Yeah, you got a negative answer on pretty much everything, man.
Really?
It says here that you're vivacious and that you should be hosting Kentucky tours in the south of France.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well then, what are we doing sitting around here like a couple of hapless dorks?
I don't know, man.
We really need to get this motherfucking nasty ass party started. Going on Kentucky with Rafiki.
Yeah. Get those ladies in here.
Yeah,
all those
selling
ladies.
crystal meth to kids.
Get those ladies.
Yeah, I went to my therapist and she said I had
Dan,
autism.
over the yak. Dan, get that yak.
The catechism leads to ostracism.
Socially awkward. Get the fuck out, yo.
Yeah.
Open the champagne with your vagina.
I asked for an even number of ladies. Not plus or minus one. Now one of you leave. Shaniqua. Don't let the door hit you on the way. No, please do leave though. I did ask for an even number. And it's odd now, so we can either get another one or one of you can leave. So whatever you want to do, because I've asked for an even number of women. So just if one of you can leave now pronto, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. Dan Rath here, the salt of the earth space cadet, from boating, camping and fishing. Boating, camping and fishing are activities that are so close in both geographical location and demographic appeal, if they were Venn diagrams, they would form one circle. Consequently, they are all sold in the one shop, boating, camping and fishing, or BCF as it's known colloquially. We also sell bumper stickers which say, "My other car is a boat." The phrase, "my other car is a boat," is a logical fallacy, but it's very amusing to members of lower socioeconomic groups. So come on down.
boating, camping, fishing today. Sounds good, mate.
I remember I was working with this guy who had a bumper sticker on the back of his car at a work site.
Yeah.
And it said "foot over mutt."
Foot over mutt. What?
Like foot over mutt. Like he prefers the foot to the mutt.
Jesus.
Like he was owning it.
Well, yeah, because having a sticker like that is pretty much going to ensure you don't get much mud.
You'll probably get more foot.
Yeah, you you're more likely to get foot.
We know where your allegiance lies, to the foot.
Yeah.
But he would marginalise the other employees at the work site. Like he'd be like, "Oh yeah, you're like rooting pussy, do you?
Really?
I'm a feet fucker. I love feet. I fuck feet."
Yeah, you've got to own something like that.
Yeah, like, but he was like alpha about it. It's like, what? You know, take those feet prison off.
That's what he referred to shoes as.
Yeah. Wait, what did he call socks? Feet condoms. He's like, "You wearing protection?" Like, "Yeah, I got a helmet." He's like, "Nah, mate. You're wearing those foot condoms."
Because you could get some things from feet.
Do you get a fungus?
Good Lord.
But yeah, he was fair dinkum.
Yeah.
But,
I guess that's the kind of thing, because if you're that out about it, then if someone on the site catches you or finds a picture or something,
Of a foot.
if you'd never mentioned anything and somebody found a picture, it would be the event of the year.
Right.
You know?
Like if they just found like a bunch of feet.
Yeah, if they found some pictures of him and feet.
Well, he could just say that he's studying for a podiatry exam.
Yeah, but what if it was very clear what he was doing?
Yeah.
What if there was no mistaking it?
Yeah, it would be. I know what you mean. It's like he's come out in front.
Yeah. He's like
Bumper
Eminem
sticker.
in 8 Mile.
Mom spaghetti.
Yeah.
Feeling
Then
nauseous.
if people find pictures, it's like, oh, Pete. Jesus.
Classic Pete.
Old feet Pete. Because if it's something like that and you get out in front of it that much, it's like the opposite of, instead of people harping on about it to you, they could actually want you to shut up about it.
Yeah, right. They're like, "Man, just the feet thing."
Yeah, just stop it, man.
He's like, "Yeah, but you don't even like feet, you freak." Like, makes you feel like you're really
Wow.
different. And then, like, if someone applied for a job, it'd be like, "Oh, you want to get your foot in the door, do you?" Your delicious foot.
Yeah. Well, then what you have to do is step outside the door and just put your foot through.
Yeah, that's how you apply for the job.
Yeah.
You actually have to put your foot in the door.
Yeah, you have to quite literally put your foot through the door.
And he would gently slam the door on it.
That's so weird because he works in a trade, but he is kind of like
Unskilled labour. The trade of unskilled labour.
yeah. But then he's kind of shares something with like a liberal kinkster, you know.
Right.
He's out there like leading the don't yuck my yum kind of.
Yeah, he's like, don't like be prejudiced against, you know.
Yeah. This is my kink.
Yeah, he's like an alpha furry.
Yeah, but
It's like,
instead
"Yeah, I
of
dress up as a Pokemon, you fuckwit." "Yeah, I dress up as a fluffy dog and they step on me." What are you fucking looking at?
Or do you not have the courage? You don't have the courage to get pissed on in the middle of a crowded club.
Yeah. You don't have the courage to dress up in a scuba diving outfit and jump in a urinal and have gay men piss on you, you coward. I'll fucking step on you. I'll step over cunts like you to get to a fight.